Good afternoon, YouTube. Jarvisbiker. So we're gonna talk a little bit more about the Sena Cardo J&M topics. So the topic is this farce of advertising and Bluetooth technology. And you don't really see it until you have a problem. So if you've got a Sena headset, you bought it, 20S, 30K, whatever, doesn't really matter. And if you bought a J&M set and a Bluetooth unit to fit in the Goldwing, the GL1800 in it, the advertisement is, and this is word for word, seamless integration into the GL1800 Goldwing, which means you should not see a seam. There should not be a seam. So what you find with the J&M and with the Senas, pretty much with all of them, is when you integrate Bluetooth into the Goldwing, either by FreeWire or the J&M system, if you try to use the intercom on your GL1800 and leave your headset for other things, you'll get side tone on some of the bikes so bad that you can't understand what you're saying, because you just talk gibberish, because you start to hear what you're saying, and it affects how you speak. And there's no way to turn that off on the Goldwing. You cannot turn it off. And if you get a hold of Sena tech support, they're going to tell you that it's a setting on the Goldwing, and that's BS. Okay, so this was an American bike. I got a hold of the American Honda Heavy Industries representative and said, hey, this is what Sena is saying, that there's an intercom setting that isn't settable by the operator. It has to be done in the shop. And they said, no, that's not true. J&M was out. So then I thought, okay, well, you know, the 30K's out, it's got to be better, it's going to do everything. Or do I get the 20S? Because I'd had the R7, whatever it is. It was okay, but it didn't do didn't do the multitasking. Said it would. Had a setting for it, activated it, didn't work. So it didn't work, so then back to the drawing board. So then I thought, well, 20S or 30K. Well, the 30K is the new one out, and it's got the mesh, so let's go for the top, let's go for the big guy, right? So then you find out that you're going back in technology, because the 20S would do 8 riders and the 30K will only do 4 in Bluetooth. But they don't tell you that. Like, you gotta read up. You gotta educate yourself. And that's the game that they're playing. They play on the, oh, this is new, and this does this, and this does that. But if you go back and you read up on it, you find out, and then you go, oh, okay. Well, the first couple of times I took them at their word, and then I started, you know. But the FreeWire came out, and I thought, wow, you know, that's great. Then I can get the CB, and I can make the CB work. I don't have to have the cable, because Princess doesn't like the cable. So I thought, yeah, okay, all right. So I buy 2 of them, hook it up. Everything's okay. But then I get into motovlogging, and I'm thinking, okay, so I get a Hero 4. I get a couple of them. One ends up becoming a brick. It just quit one day, and that was it. Yay, GoPro. And but the other one, the black, I still got it. And I put the Sena audio pack, got it on sale, bought it right from them, direct, no bullshit, didn't buy used, no, top of the line, right off the, yeah, paid for the duty, paid everything I bought, I had to pay duty on to get it across the border. Government's making a fortune on my mistakes, so we get that. So then you hook it up. So, you know, I got my phone up on the cradle here, and I got the audio pack. Didn't have I had the TomTom GPS, which I didn't connect. I usually run with them silent, so I don't need them hooked up. It's a luxury for me to have it hooked up to the Bluetooth, and I don't need it, and I don't really care. I'm pretty good at watching what's going on, so then I get that all going, and no GPS on there, so remember that. So the phone's on there, and I go and I do a motovlog, and I come home and there's no sound. It's dead quiet. Okay, so what the hell happened? So I repair everything again, and I go out, everything's working, everything looks good, we're top shelf, we're jamming, everything is so good. So I go back out and I do another motovlog, and you're just got the wheels turning. Just wait till I get by there, ma'am. So I go out for another motovlog, chatter my head off, get back, check the chip video, and the sound sounds like I'm talking through a tin can. So then I get a hold of tech support, and I send out a message, and I said, you know, like, what am I doing wrong? And they said, oh, put it on the other setting. So there's like a high def audio setting. So all right. So I put it on that. I go out again, and my phone craps out. So I can see that somebody's trying to get a hold of me, but my phone's not working. And I'm like, what the hell now? But the camera's working fine, the audio's working fine. I'm thinking, yippee-ki-yay. So what now? So go back. So, you know, you talk to a couple of guys, and you listen to a couple other of the big guys, And through the interpretation on everything, you find out that, yeah, maybe they disconnect the Bluetooth on their phone when they're doing this. Well, I don't want to do that. I want my phone. Right now, I don't have the phone hooked up. And the only reason is because I swapped out Bluetooth. I swapped out to the 20S from the 30K because I was lazy and didn't charge the other one. So, but that's why I keep with this direct wire right to the camera microphone system with the little microphone on my ear so that everybody can hear people talking to me. If I got the music on, they can hear that. I mean, it's not high fidelity sound. It's good enough that you can understand what they're saying. And so that was an upgrade from the last few videos where previous to that the system was working fine and all of a sudden it didn't. So, you know, I moved microphone and did a little bit of an upgrade, and I may do it even better yet. I'm still not maybe done with that yet, but we'll see. So just got everything going. So I got 3 cameras on the go. I switched out the remote because the other one seems like now the battery's goofy in it. So I'm using the fresh one of them right off the charger. I haven't got it plugged in. Just it should last for days and days and days for what it's doing. So yeah, so we got that. Everything's running. The cameras are on. And we got a biker in front of us. Go check that out. Oh. Big giant orange in front of us. So, back to the scam. So they don't tell you this. They don't come right out and say, look, you're gonna have to switch things around. This'll work and this'll work, but this won't work with all those two. So you're gonna have to turn things off to get other things to work. It's not like you can just keep adding on to these units. They can't handle it, but they don't tell you that. So you spend $400 or $500 on a Bluetooth unit, and then the damn things don't work. So the way you think they're going to work, and you're disappointed and you're mad, you're angry because you lost. Bring it on through, trucker. Didn't want you squishing this Goldwing, bud. So, back to the story anyway. Everything's a little twisted to the way things are, and the J&M warranty is there's nothing that guarantees that it's doing what you think they say it's doing. That's a little, it's a little gray area. But the only thing they ask you is, does the actual thing function? Does it do this and does it do that? And you say, yes, but it does work. But there's this incredible side tone in my ears that I can't understand. I start talking like I've had a stroke. And they're like, well, it's working. Just turn that off and use the other intercom. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. You told me in your advertisement that it works seamlessly. Just get rid of the cord. Well, the intercom worked perfectly. And there was no side tone. So how do you get out of not warranting that when you say it's seamless? integration into the Goldwing system. That means that it should work the same, and it doesn't, and you're lying in your ads. And that's all it is. It's they just do it so vaguely that they've been squeaking around it because, you know, are you going to take a big company to court, small claims court, over a $400 Bluetooth system? We should, but we don't. We kind of think we're wrong. It's the technology and we don't understand it. They know best. The only thing that they know best is how to insinuate performance that isn't really there. And that goes back to Cena again on distance. They'll tell you 2 kilometers line of sight. BS. And most of the guys that you listen to, they say, you know, after 4 riders, you can be beside each other and it's all crap. It breaks up and it's not good. So there's got to be a point where somebody says, I mean, like, why isn't the Goldwing group, why aren't they getting on this and going after these guys? And some people know these people personally, like they talk to these people, and if they're talking to these people, they should be telling them, you know, damn it, boys, this stuff ain't right, and you're ripping off our members, and we're not liking it. So in all that, beware. The 50S is out. Beautiful ads. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ads. And they also have this mesh adapter that you can put on your bike, and everybody without mesh can connect to that. I bet it's 4 riders. I bet it's still the same dorky technology. It'll be 4 guys that don't have mesh can hook to your adapter, and then it goes out mesh to the other people who have mesh. I mean, if that works, that's great. That's cool. But, I mean, I asked a question about it. I sent into tech support a message almost a year ago. When the thing first came out, I was like right on it, thinking, hey, maybe I can do something this way where I can get around things. And I was thinking, will it mesh with the Cardo mesh? Can we get a connection through that way into the bike? And I had all these questions. I think probably because I had Cardo in the message, they just threw it in the dumpster and moved on to the next victim, because they knew that I knew what was going on. So the new 50S series that's out, I think there's a 50S and a 50S Evo or Slim or some damn thing. It's just doing a little bit of investigation on YouTube about it. It's the 30K specifications with a new name and a higher Bluetooth flash, which you can put into the 30K. But the 50S now, they say, doesn't hook to the FreeWire. So if it doesn't hook into the free wire, and then there's some that say it hooks into the free wire but only in Bluetooth, not in mesh mode. Well, what good is that? Everybody's trying to get to the mesh because it's the way to go, and yet you're taking away things to get it there. It's like it's, oh, here's the new, it's gonna solve all your problems, we got a new one. You're just creating anger, more anger. People are just gonna be guys might be together. I better not shame them. So they come out with another sham that's not what it says it is, and it's going to perform exactly the same as the others. There are people out there that have, like, a whole group of people went out and bought 30Ks and they don't use them. They're sitting in a box at home. Because the word's out and nobody wants them, right? So that nobody's gonna want them. I mean, it's okay. I can make it work. I got my video stuff down. I know how to do it. It's just getting it reliable and working with it from there. So I pretty well got that down on this helmet anyway. So but it's the getting screwed and people not knowing and just going in like dumb sheep going to slaughter. It's just like, it's not fair that they're doing it, and it's a desperate move by a technology challenged company, both of them, thinking that their system is better. I mean, the only reason that Cena got up as good as they did was because they were easier to operate back in the early days, and they kind of got in because they had the jog wheel, and that was the easy way of doing everything. And it is easy. It works. It's a great system. Where the others have buttons, and you have to push the buttons in a certain sequence to get it to do certain things. Well, it was a little more complicated, and people didn't like that. But now you got the voice activation. I mean, you just, hey Cardo, and everything's good, right? You tell it what you want. Turn on FM, turn off the FM. You know, up a track, down a track on your music. Anything of that can be done verbally now. So Cardo's system of being better, more functional, better quality, better sound. It's all working against Cena now, and it's like they should take that 50S, take them back, buy them back, throw them in the garbage, and do it again. Or if they've got a updated flash that makes it They should all make it so that they're not proprietary. You should be able to, one Bluetooth unit can talk to another. You can talk to any phone. You can talk to any iPod or anything like that of any Bluetooth device, but mysteriously the only thing you can't connect a Sena to directly without saying it's another telephone is to use up one of your telephone connections, which, okay, so there goes either your phone or your audio pack as soon as you got to connect to a Cardo. Well, way to go. What kind of BS is that? You know, sell your product on the quality of your product, not on and the functionality of it. Don't limit the operators to separate societies. I mean, we already got division enough with the Harley Honda thing going on, or the Japanese American argument going on. So if they made it, well, I know why Sena doesn't want to do that, to make it ambidextrous or whatever you want to call it, able to connect with everybody. The only reason that they don't want to do it is because, I don't know. Really, I think it would improve their business if they could connect to a Cardo, and you got a Cardo that can reach you from 2 miles away. The shortcomings of the Sena symmetrically disappear because of the quality of the Cardo's technology. So to me, it's a bonus for everybody if you make them work together. And because what's going to happen now is, like, if Cardo came out with a free wire unit, this Sena stuff would all be on eBay the next day. We'd be done. We'd be done with it, and we'd be over it in an instant. And I don't know whether Sena realizes it or not, but I think they're in for a big business shakedown as far as clientele leaving and going, and I think it's the wave's already started, and I've been saying it all along. I've been saying it right from the start, right months, years ago. I started with Cardo. I loved those Cardo Q3s. They still work. I still have them. They're operational. They're fine. There's nothing the matter with them. And the only reason I got rid of or didn't use them anymore, I went to the Smart H, the Slim line. They're like the Cardo Slim, PackTalk Slim, look just the same. And there's an upgrade that makes them do everything that the PackTalk Slim does. So we've got those, and then we use those when we ride with Nick. So the Q3s were good for about 5 hours. Well, we'll go on a 5-hour ride to a destination in one day and ride back. We'll go for dinner in Wasaga Beach and ride back, get home after dark. That's the range of this bike. I mean, I've done 17 hours in Jarvis to Memphis. I mean, I could have kept on going. If I'd have gone 49 more miles, I'd have been iron butt. Like, it's not why I went to Sena. Sena was the only reason I went to Sena was because of the free wire and connecting to the GL1800 so that we could use the entertainment system, the CB all that stuff without the cable. That's why I keep saying, you know, Cena, like, get a grip, Curdo, get a grip, make a free wire type system for the GL1800, because there's thousands of these bikes out and they're going to be here for years to come, and we're riding them every day, and we're not pleased with the the apparatus that's available to us right now to perform what we want it to do. So yeah, get on that, help us out, straighten everything out. The world would be a happy place. Anybody else out there that knows how to transmit Bluetooth from a 5-pin DIN system two-way, get on it too. There's room for more, as long as it can connect to anything Bluetooth. So the rant is over. So I went to the chiropractor today. Stirred things up. I don't know if we did any good or whether we made it worse. But took the day off and rested it. Put the heated suit on. I got it on, turned on with the coat on over top of it. It's like a heating blanket. It's actually very comfortable now on that part of my shoulder and neck area. So therapeutic as well as functional heated motorcycle gear. So I finished editing my first video fully using the new software with the new 7i laptop. That worked out really good. I was able to instantly start editing with no flipping and stalling of the software. So as far as I say now, that was the best move I made for my editing. So that video is rendering right now. It'll go to YouTube tonight. Some of the topics I just talked about, I went over them lightly in that video, and I talked about the COVID situation and how it's affecting people I know, and so if you're watching this one and you haven't watched that one, it's a good one to go watch. So we'll leave it at that. We're headed for Burford right now. We'll get in up on the backcountry roads there and roll along. Maybe we'll take a roll up towards Guelph. I mean, we got lots of clothes on, and we got 54 degrees Fahrenheit. It seems to be just getting a little bit warmer, but it is getting breezier, so maybe we'll just roll up kind of that way, so we'll see what's going on, and that town, so. Mount Vernon. Doesn't look like the one on the news. I think we need to go that way. I think we needed to go down that road. We gotta remember that. Yeah, let's go this way. Different road. Everything's too straight though, this area. That's where that one comes out, for sure. Everybody be rolling. A lot of planting going on. That's good. We need plants. GL3. Power line. No road sign. Great. Falkland. So I was thinking of going this way, but you get down there, that was salt on the road. Are you kidding me? Shh. I got down there with the truck the other day in the rain and it was all gravel. Beautiful night. So we'll shut off for now until we find some more things to chat about. We'll be back. So we're rolling southwest through Woodstock. I think they're coming out the other side of it now. Woodstock, then London, Ontario is up further. Got Kitchener and Guelph off to the right. We'll follow this up for a bit. Uh-oh. 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 Somebody's spinning some tires, or we got a big fire, one or the other. Somebody's spinning the tires. Whatever that is up ahead, kind of looks like it might be a pickup truck. Doesn't look as smooth as you think it is there. A little shaky, but not bad. Looked worse. So the chatter on the CB while I had the camera off was there's an accident on the 403 just past the 401 cutoff. So we won't be going back that way. Beautiful night though. What are we at? 54 still. Alright, we'll be back. Bye. So this is the guy that did the burnout right here. She's diesel. Look at the rear end underneath that thing. Great truck ass end in it. Trying to stay away from that damn flag if it flies off. You don't want to get shown up. No, no. interesting. That road was all stone and pebble. I'm not going down that. Tar and pebble. Chelmsford, Ontario. Okay, so we're gonna turn south on 119. Don't know where that takes us, but we're gonna. It'll take us back towards the 403, 401 highways. Maybe not. Well kept little place anyway. Nice jammies. GPS said go right. Yeah, you think about it, GPS. We're going the other way. No, we're going this way. Nice little road. think we're gonna go the other way. It says go left, we're going right again. I'm a rebel. That was pretty rough terrain there. Bonfire. Ponies. So we're going to turn left here on Elgin Road coming up. If it's a windy bendy one, I'll leave the camera on. If not, we'll shut her down again. So just in case, I'll say this is Jarvisbiker saying goodnight, and thanks for riding along. Everybody keep safe, keep the rubber side down, and go ride. Oh, she's pretty straight, boys. Good night. Rolling down the 401. Not a lot of cars. This time, normal time, she'd be packed. They'd be running full tilt, but they'd be a lot of cars, a lot of trucks. Suspicious of that black vehicle behind, so I'll just hone her down a little bit.